I wanted to make a team. And we have a lot of steps to go further on, knowing the resources that you can have. Madrid is different, for sure. I'm on a big team. I have very good players. I got good facilities where to practice. I have a lot of people around that helps the team. If I have a great sponsor, why not? But when we talk about all these resources, for me at the end, the most important is persons. People. We're treating people. And probably what you most see is players. There are people, and probably players are, when you see it from outside, the most important things. Okay. For me, not the most important. Players, of course. Everybody knows that if Rudy Fernandez wouldn't be in Madrid, we wouldn't be the same team. That doesn't mean we will not be a team. Felipe Reyes, any one of them. Players are very important, for sure. And we're lucky we have them. But that doesn't make you a team. For me, every person that is with us almost 10 or 11 months a year, it's important. I have the press guy with me every day. He's here today. Is he important for the team? As much as Rudy Fernandez, probably. Because when you're creating a team, you need everyone. I have my assistants. I have 3 assistants who work with me. Probably they talk about me being manager of the year. Impossible with my assistants. Physiotherapist, medical service, even families. Why not? They live our dream every day. You get home and your families are going to help you, or they're going to put you down or they're going to bring you up when you're down. So you want to create a team, you got to think about all those little things that you think they're not important. It's funny when I talk sometimes with coaches, and we start talking about teams. Oh, Pablo, you got great players because blah, blah. You have this, Rudy Fernandez, Sergio Yul, Ayon, Nochoni. They never tell me about my doctor. And for me, it's as important as anyone else. You probably guys know about a situation with Sergio Yul, probably one of our best players for sure, very identified with Madrid. At the end of last year, 3 months ago, he was, supposedly he got a very good offer to go to the NBA. He didn't go. He stayed. He identified himself with the team. Not only with Pablo Laso or with his teammates, everything. The club, the fans, the city, everything made him take that decision to stay with us and keep growing up with us. Everyone is so important. Our material guy, I never learned this word in English, utillero, the guy who takes care of all our clothes. Probably for Teka is one of the most important ones, because he always bring, Pablo, you cannot wear that, you got to wear that with Teka. So our material guy is in there every day. And he's as important as anyone else. And he got to deal with Felipe Reyes, who doesn't want to wear that pair of pants because it's long to him. And he got to tell him, okay, but I will find you another one. And he's important. How about if we go to play the final of EuroLeague and we don't have clothes? We don't have the clothes, right, to play. Is he important? As much as any one of the players. How about by scouters? I have 3 coaches with me. They watch, we play tomorrow, a scrimmage game against Sevilla, pre-season, nothing important. I have my players playing international now. They already gave me what Sevilla is playing now, new players, blah, blah, blah. They do all that job. Do I have to consider, or is just Pablo Laso who decides everything? Pablo Laso will decide, but I have to let them do their work right and use it. So let's put this in Teka. Like I said, I don't know anything about kitchens. I don't know anything about you guys. How about if you make unbelievable microwaves? Best microwaves in the market. But the guy who's supposed to sell it is very bad. He cannot sell microwaves. How about it's the other way? The guy who sells microwaves is very good, but the microwave is shitty. That won't work out. So anyone need the other guy. I'll go even farther on. That microwave give you a problem, and you call the technical service. How about if the girl who hangs up the phone doesn't treat you right? Next microwave won't be Teka. It happens to us when we're changing telephone companies. Probably to all of us in every country. When we have a problem with the phone and you call the service, that service kills you, what you said? I'm going to kill this brand. I'm going to change. I'm going to get this other one. It's the same in basketball. Like Arturo said, it's the same in life. And that's part of how you make and build a team. What do you want out of your team? You want your team to have some personality. Because maybe the girl that gets the phone is very good, but she doesn't know how to make microwaves. But she's doing her job is right. So it's very important to give personality to your team, knowing what they can do, what they cannot do. Because if you really made a team, everyone should help each other to do what is harder for the other one to do. I made this phrase. But I'm going to put an example in sports. How about if I have great players, but my medical service is terrible? I'm paying a lot of money to players, we're paying a lot of money for players, but he cannot play because our doctors are terrible. My doctors are great. Let's put it this way. We're losing money. We're losing our force because we have a problem with the medical service. How about if you make a team with the best scorers? The easy thing in basketball. I had an owner a lot of years ago who told me, okay, we're going to make a team. If we sign this, and this, if you add together all the points they made, they will go 110, so we'll win every game. I was like, I don't know. I always put the same example in soccer. How about if we made a team with Cristiano, Bale, Benzema, Neymar, Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, Ibrahimovic, and who else? Would they win? Difficult. Who pass the ball? Who defend? Am I talking about bad players who cannot win? No, I'm talking about the best players in the world. But is that going to be successful? Or what we want to make out of a team is work together, knowing we have great players, but make sure they can work together. Okay? In Real Madrid, we have great players. For sure. We have no doubt. But it's very important that they know they cannot win by themselves. It's impossible. It's impossible to win by themselves. If you want to create a team, no one can be over the team. Of course, can be very important for the team. And his value is there. If I have a player who scored 20 points, of course I'm very happy. But somebody will help him to make those 20 points. And probably you as a coach have to create defensively, offensively strategies to improve their strengths and try to hide their weaknesses. Probably this is the hardest job for us as coaches. How about if I have Sergio Rodriguez, probably one of the best point guards in the world? For sure. Can he rebound? He needs somebody on his team to rebound the ball, no? I have J.C. Carroll or Rudy Fernandez. They're great scorers, great shooters. Nobody sees that Felipe is screening his men. So they have to work together as a team. This is the little confluence that is going to be for a coach always. You have your best player and the team. What is more important? For me, always the team. That means I don't want best players. No, I would be stupid. I want my best players, but I want them to work as a team. And they have their egos, normal. They're personal. I mean, they go home and their wives tell them how good they are. Also my wife, my kids. My kids think that I'm the best coach ever. They should. But it's normal. And they have to live with those egos. And you got to put those egos into a team. And that's difficult, for sure. Because that egos wouldn't exist without the team. Without a team, you don't have no ego. You think you're very important for the team, but you know, and you have to make them understand that without a team, they're not going to be anything. Because they're not going to be able to do everything. I'm going to put it in a strange situation. Does Nocioni, who was MVP of the EuroLeague, wash his clothes for games? Or he has somebody who brings his clothes? I'm talking about the top level, let's say the bottom level of my team. As important is one as the other one. You know what I feel very proud about when it comes videos like this? When I see my players for sure happy, when I see all the people around happy. And when you're talking about brands, big brands like Real Madrid or Teka, since the first championship that I won as a coach here, one little thing surprised me from the first day. We won the first King Cup 4 years ago in Barcelona. The people just was coming to me saying, thank you. People of my staff, thank you, Pablo, thank you. And for me, it was like, thank you for what? I mean, I want to win. And the people with me, they were saying thank you to me. I think probably that is one of the best moments on life, when people thank you for something that you want to achieve, but you helping them to do it. And we all win. Changing a little bit the aspect, we're treating people. People that have different lives, that are all of you. We have I'm going to give you a week schedule for us. So we can I don't know when I'm going to have a weekend this year from now on. It's very important to be ready physically and mentally for all that. Usually for us, we always try to give Monday off. And I think it's sane for us. We don't see each other. Probably they're lucky they don't see my face for a day. They don't think that I'm lucky that I don't see their faces. But it's important for us that we have one day off. During the week, we're going to practice. We usually practice twice on a Tuesday, one or two on Wednesday. Then we travel on Thursday, play on Friday. This is something that we got to manage to. Like I said, physically and mentally. Let's say you're pushing all the time. We have to practice. This game is very important. This game is very important. Here, blah, blah, blah. And you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing. And you have the right to push. Why not? You're the manager. We always heard this when you're having tapas in a bar. When somebody misses a goal or turns the ball over or whatever. For the money they're making, they should be running all day. This is the typical conversation between friends in a tapas bar. For the money they're making, come on, he missed a penalty, he should be shooting penalties all day long. And I always say, like, where do you work at? No, I'm a taxi driver. And when you miss the street, you're with the car 24 hours a day. So same that we think that it's same for us, you have to manage it with guys that they're putting their bodies into the game. Why I'll say all this? Because if you're able to control that aspect physically and mentally, when you ask for an extra, they will give it to you. I'm going to put you an example. We were playing the semifinals this year in Valencia, and I have one of my players that her wife was pregnant and she was in the hospital. So he was worried, normal. It was his first child, and he didn't tell me anything, and like he wanted to be ready for the game. So we played, I think it was Tuesday and Thursday. So he played Tuesday, and I knew he was worried, tired, whatever. Finished the game. So I said, come here, I want to talk to you. How's your wife? He said, good, everything under control. She's in the hospital. I was about to talk to you because maybe, I don't know if I could go to Madrid, but we have practice tomorrow morning. No. You're leaving now. You're going to Madrid. Don't worry about practice. You think that practice is going to make him better in a day? Or his head is going to be on playing and give you the best next day? The kid looked at me like, but I won't practice tomorrow. I said, like, so what? We've been practicing during 1 year. You go and see your wife. And I want you back. When do you think? No, I want to sleep here. Okay, perfect. The guy came, played great on the fourth game. We went to the finals. As a coach, this is terrible. How would you permit a guy to leave to Madrid in the middle of a semifinal? Probably somebody will say, he's a shitty coach. He let his player go to Madrid. Probably. But my job is to try to get the best out of him. If I knew that if I don't let him go to Madrid, if I don't force him to go to Madrid to see his wife, he won't be ready to play Thursday. So if I want to get an objective that he was playing good on Thursday, sometimes you have to think about what is correct. Not physically, not straight, not what is going to be good. Okay? Like I always say, as a coach, you lead a team. But all of them are leaders inside. Everyone has a leader inside. A lot of people ask me, who is the leader of your team? A lot of people ask me this. Rudy Fernandez. Not Johnny, because he has a lot of character. Felipe Reyes, because he's there every day. Everyone has a leader inside. I don't want to lose those leaders. I want them with me, because I'm going to need them, all of them. In a moment, it can be Rudy who steps up in something. Or a guy that his work ethic is very good every day. He's a leader, quiet leader, but he's there every day. It was funny yesterday on the press. They're playing the Eurobasket now. And we have a Lithuanian player, Jonas Mačiulis, that he's playing very good. His team is playing, Lithuania plays Serbia today for the final, semifinal. And Jonas is playing very good. And you know, we have a lot of info now around sports. And they made a statistic that last year, his best 6 or 7 games of the year were big games. King Cup final, EuroLeague final, playoff against Barcelona. Oop. Big days, he's always there. It's inside of him. So it's something that you don't want to lose. You want really to have that on your team. I leave the sad part for the end, because it's always a piece that is not helping you. Can be a piece that is not helping you. You want to grow as a team, as a group. Can be somebody that is not helping. That doesn't mean that you have to change everything. We're humans. A lot of times we'll go crazy. We'll go like, this is not working. We have to change everything. Well, why? Maybe only one little piece that you have to change. In my career as a coach, I had to cut players. I never cut a player because he played bad. This is my 12th year as a coach. Never cut a player because he played bad. Because if he's playing bad, I was a player, and I played bad. And they cut me. And the guy who cut me was right. I was playing terrible. But I would never cut a player because he played bad. I would cut a player, like I did, and I have to do it, because he's not helping my team to grow as a group and as a team. And I'm not going to achieve my goals if that little piece is going to disturb me. Players or guys around me. No one is, how you say, no one is, how to say it in English, imprescindible. No one is imprescindible. No one is replaceable. Everyone is replaceable. But everyone is important. Everyone is important. Well, not much to say. I don't want to go farther on. Probably you're tired of watching me here talking about life, like I said. Thank you. Thank you.